It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And Oklahoma City is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Thunder will be going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, they're hoping tonight will be a signature win for them, taking on a tough team on their home court. They'll need 4 quarters of near-flawless play to knock them off. Tonight we get to watch DeMar DeRozan, one of the more prolific scorers in the game, and Shaq, he's doing it without being a major three-point threat.
MRA is always interesting when a guy is getting it done in different ways. MRA stands for mid-range assassin, in case you didn't know. Okay. And excellent on that shot.
Well, he draws the defenders off the double team. His dribble penetration is great.
What? Hey, come on. You're doing so many D's and B's there, man. I can't understand.
Well, I just
So what's he doing?
He's drawing double teams.
Uh-huh.
And
how's
when he
his
does
dribble
that,
penetration for DeMar DeRozan?
Oh, you almost
I almost bobbled
lost
that one
it
too.
Yeah,
I almost bobbled the dribble.
The dribble penetration by DeMar DeRozan. That's pretty impressive. That's why I was trying to get it all out.
Yeah. You know a guy who never has any trouble getting any of those words out?
Who are you talking about?
Kevin Harlan.
Kevin Harlan.
Oh, y'all got me again.
Yeah,
I forgot who you were
forgetting about Kevin Harlan. Yeah.
On the road and hungry for a win against a Western Conference rival, the San Antonio Spurs are ready for this one to get started. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Thunder making a quick stop here in front of their home crowd of Oklahoma City, just one game before heading back out on the road. They've lost their last 3 games, and guys, they like that streak to end tonight here.
You know, this is the second game of a home and away. They lost on the road in that first meeting, and now in this next one, they're home looking for some redemption.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, hello there. Spurs coach Greg Popovich made the top 5 in all-time coaching wins last season. When asked about it, Pop said, "It's the most important thing in my life. My grandchildren can take a hike." I don't think he was being serious, guys.
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Tonight, Smitty, 2 teams, same conference, rivalry game. Tensions could be hot.
First of all, Kevin, I'm fired up. The fans are going to be fired up. The players. This is not one of those normal games. The tensions are going to be high. I think this one's going to be very physical.
Let's get a nice clean game, huh?
And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City and the starting group for the Spurs. Gang and Aldridge are up front. Then it's White, then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw tonight.
And for the Spurs, they're still finding ways to improve the roster, but you can never really replace a Tim Duncan.
Now here's White. Shoots over Grant. DeRozan gets the bucket.
This is where DeRozan is one of the best, below the foul line, making plays.
Here's Westbrook. The shot's good on the assist by George. Westbrook's got his first points of the game.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Well, this gives you some confidence when you drop 3 straight to start the game.
Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder in their last game, a loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
You know what? The issue that night, the misses became contagious, and the guys lost more and more confidence as it went along.
It's stolen by DeRozan. Here is Forbes. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. It's good.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
First quarter, you're really testing the defense, trying to find their weaknesses.
Gay finds Aldridge. Here's White. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Heating up early on, this is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
Well, he has the ability to get you off on the right foot. Now it's just about sustaining it.
Here is Forbes. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And he's able to get it back. 6 on the shot clock, and George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Second chance shot, blocked again. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 5 now.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Spurs trail by 6. Stolen by George. The 19-foot shot, and again it's Oklahoma City.
They are on fire, just in a great groove here early on.
Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Thunder. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win it.
They forced the issue and made the defense hack them to death last game. I'm sure they'll try to mirror that same attack in this one.
Now we get a chance to view the NBA leaders in assists. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
It's hard to argue with his status as the best passer in the NBA right now. He just distributes the ball so well.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Stolen by Grant. And George, here we go. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. George has got 9 points. Spurs trail by 10. And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jerian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career. Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
White the pass to Gay. Spurs working the ball around now. The tray. And it's White missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Westbrook, here we go. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. 10 points for him.
methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
My opinion, it's been the commitment to pounding the ball inside. That's what's giving them the upper hand.
And he gets the bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Spurs trail by 14. And White kicks to Gay. Inside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Westbrook. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
White with it. Westbrook picks him up. White the pass to Gay. Back to White. Just 5 to shoot. Gay outside. Drills it from outside. Gay's got his second basket of the night.
Rudy Gay knocked that one down. His three-point shot is getting better and better.
Here's Westbrook. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They're 4th in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. And, of course, the Spurs, a game behind.
And, you know, for the Spurs, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
I don't think they played their best basketball, so if things do come together for them before the end of the regular season, look out.
And White kicks to Gay. Pass to Aldridge. Outside, White. Outside, DeRozan. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
We know he can score the basketball, especially in the mid-range area.
To the wing on the left. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Russell Westbrook. The past month has been surreal. He's getting around 20 points per, 11 assists, and 11 rebounds. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
He stacks up points. Reason why? Because that's his mindset. He wants to carry the load and clearly is successful at it.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for San Antonio, trailing by 17. DeRozan, that's good.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast, or do they go right for the juggler?
Pirtle, he's checked in for the Spurs. Davis Bertans comes in for Bryn Forbes. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. Steve, now that you've had a little time away from the game as a player, what are some of the things you notice now that maybe you didn't notice when you were playing before?
Well, I think right now the emphasis on nutrition. Kevin, I did not take that serious. I thought I could eat whatever I wanted to. And I think also right now I look and love what is going on technology-wise as far as guys being able to use technology to help their game and to enhance their game.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good time out.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Diallo's checked in.
And here's a look at stats for Adams. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 4th in field goal percentage. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer, understands the offense, moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Sure. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And DeRozan kicks to Pirtle. Here's Gay. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Gay's got 10 points in the game.
Well, when they give him the lane, Rudy Gay loves to create off the dribble in these situations.
Here's Adams, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And the Thunder lead by 17. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going for Westbrook.
This is the shot chart of a dominant performance. I mean, he's taking a lot of shots because right now he believes that every shot he does take is going in. And who can blame him with the way he's played? Simply outstanding work coming from him.
And it's Schroeder missing. Spurs trail by 17. The pass to Mills over George. Mills can't hit. George with the ball. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excelled.
The Thunder shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now here's Mills. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City. He kicks to Pirtle. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bellinelli's got himself on the board with 3 there.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Here's Mills. The Thunder pull it in. Goes up the baseline. No good off the back of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Bellinelli against George. And here's Mills for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's George. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
Got a piece of it. Now Bellinelli. The game against Oklahoma City, very impressive. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And George with the stuff.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score. And Steven Adams came into this league at 19 already a physical specimen and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Dominate on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity. Already his 2nd foul here in the first makes it a tough decision whether to leave him in or not.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Patterson comes in for Grant, and Alex Abrinas subbed in for George. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
Going nuts, going down. Every day I'm ballin', so you know it's scoring. My back is enormous. Yeah, this is the last warning. Man, I got that night. Ooh, I'm down solid. Can't go down calm. No, you will not be caught up all over mom. Cash out, make it rain, no game of time. Like a Harley, only boy in the party. I was on the phone, yeah, I will play with Cardi. Come on, that's got some hearts all on my card. I was in the line, Cardi, he was in the water. I'ma keep on flexing, you don't like it, then I'm sorry.
Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. The Thunder in fourth.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
To the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Smitty, when you were playing, did you ever hope for the team to make a trade to address something, whatever it could be, on the floor or off the floor?
I think, Kevin, the good thing is I wasn't afraid to talk to management and also talking to coaching staffs on what we needed. Not per se who needed to be traded, but I think just the areas where we were missing. And a lot of times when you have that relationship and you're a captain of the team, which I was most of my organizations, where you had to voice what you think the team needed. A lot of times they didn't listen, Kevin, but at least I had to voice my opinion.
It seems like a family, isn't it, Steve? And sometimes there's a fit and sometimes there isn't a fit.
Yeah, and it's tough when you get a chance to see some of those guys that are traded that really didn't want to be traded. That's the part of the business that you don't like.
Both free throws good from Bellinelli. The Thunder leading by 20. Drive by Adams. Here's Diallo. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
To the middle. It's stolen by Adams. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Schroeder. Rebounded by the Spurs. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
You know what? It's a fine line between attacking but yet staying under control, and they did, and that's why they shot such a high percentage.
Yeah, terrific discipline. Searching for the best possible shots. That's how you achieve great results on the offensive end.
Adams' shot is good.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
San Antonio's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter, Pirtle, the pass to DeRozan. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Adams. Mills with the rebound. And for the Spurs, they're shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. Passes it to Bertans. Inside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
It doesn't take much for Pirtle to throw it down. At 7 feet tall, all he has to do is be near the hoop.
Here's Abrinas. The shot from the low post is good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And Bellinelli kicks to Pirtle. Launches a 3. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Good work there as it goes. Diallo's got his second bucket of the night.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal. And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Here's DeRozan. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Abrinas.
The quick feet of DeRozan really helped him as he was able to take away space and contest that shot.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. Russell Westbrook, a surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Thunder here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
Yeah, their scoring's been on point. They've got the early lead. Always feels good when that happens.
Patterson is the 4 with Adams in the middle. Then there's Felton, and it's Diallo in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And here's Mills. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's DeRozan. Gasol kicks to Mills. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Thunderball. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Dallas Mavericks.
And the matchup with the Timberwolves, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Smitty, no doubt you had an outstanding jump shot. Talk about the difference in approach when you're a catch-and-shoot guy versus a pull-up off the dribble shooter.
Yeah, catch and shoot is obviously totally different mechanics, Kevin. You're waiting for somebody to pass it. You're obviously getting your mindset to be able to get yourself in position, get your feet right, and obviously shooting the basketball. Pulling up off the dribble, sometimes it tends to what the defense gives you. And that is an art to see guys like Steph and those guys, Kevin Durant and LeBron, who's added that, to being able to be comfortable shooting the basketball off the dribble. That is the hardest part about shooting it. Pulling up off the dribble versus catch and shoot.
So as a great shooter, you think that is just that's the very top. But your admiration is very high for guys that can do that well.
Yeah, because you don't have time to get your feet set and get your mechanics right when the ball is in the air versus having it in your hand.
Raymond Felton hits them both. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Outside, White. Pass to Bellinelli. Back to White. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Spurs making a switch here. Forbes checked in.
One shot.
And that one falls for White. Here is Felton. Here's Abrinas. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Abrinas has got 5 points in the quarter.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Yeah, and Bellinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the call. San Antonio the foul. The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Adams.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Russell Westbrook in for Alex Abrinas. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Now, that was a miscue, but I like the poise they've played with so far, valuing each possession.
White with it. A 23-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
Here's Ferguson. And the 3 off target. And White kicks to Forbes. Wants to get it to Bellinelli and does. 2 points. That one goes. Bellinelli's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Westbrook with the bucket.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And Coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
Nobody's ever better. Do I gotta chase you every summer? Can I have to replace you every summer? You're the only woman on my mind. You're the only way I spend my time. Tick, 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 boom. Can't get you out of the room of my head. Take 2, it's it. So nigga, you in my. I want you now. I need you up the ground. I want you now. I want you right now. I need you right now.
You're the only one that makes me wait all the time. Oh yeah, you blow my mind. Boom, boom, blow my mind. You're the only one that gets under my skin. You're too intense. Nobody's ever cool.
Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. Well, from long range, we've got a set of point guards here that have been extremely hot. Those are their 3-point percentages for the last 10 games. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And there's the call on Felton. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
White against Felton. Shoots the 3. That shot off the mark. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Spurs.
And Pau Gasol really on the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. He's a 2-time champion, international star. Nothing left to prove, but still manages to put up points with his sharp approach to the game.
And with Pau Gasol, even after almost 2 decades in the league, Greg, he is still a very effective player.
You know, Pau just never seems to get credit for how smart a player he is. When he makes a play on offense, he knows exactly how a defense will react, what will open up, and what the best options are. Kobe knows just how great a teammate Gasol is, and Gasol's knowledge of the game really on an elite level.
That one is off. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. And the second free throw, good. Steve, we talk a lot about team defense, but who in your mind are some of the best on-ball defenders in the game now?
Kawhi Leonard is fantastic. Avery Bradley, Marcus Smart, Draymond Green does a nice job. Even Klay Thompson, he's asked to guard a whole bunch of different guys. The list goes on and on of guys being able to slide their feet without fouling. It's beautiful to watch.
Here's Westbrook, and he finished it off with the lay-in. Westbrook's got 27 points.
And is it any wonder they're ahead in this game? His perfect night from the field has been the catalyst.
White the pass to Gay. Kicks it to Cunningham. Spurs passing it around. The shot's good from Forbes.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And it's Westbrook missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Knocks down the 3 ball.
He's in control when it matters, giving them a tremendous advantage right here.
And White kicks to Gay. Pass to Forbes. From deep. The rebound by Patterson.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And the Thunder with some changes. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Steven Adams. And it's Paul George in for Raymond Felton. San Antonio's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Cunningham kicks to White. Westbrook with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Shoots over White. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 32 points for Russell Westbrook.
Extended the lead. This has been a great period for him offensively.
Stolen by George. Outside Westbrook. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
The length and anticipation of Aldridge, a tough combo to score against.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Jeremy Grant. That's his first personal foul.
And you watch Rudy Gay. When he's in rhythm, he can still help you out. Good athlete, good jump shooter. Not an easy matchup for opponents.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Rudy Gay. And Smitty discussing Gay, he seems better now at getting his points within the flow of that offense.
Experience gives you poise. It gives you a bigger view of the game. Gay's able to stay patient now and pick his spots.
Gay hits them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Spurs have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. White against Westbrook. There's the double team with Westbrook. Count that bucket. 14 points for Gay.
Rudy can beat you in a number of ways. Inside, outside, he is doing it all tonight.
Here's George, stolen by Gay. Now the pass to White. To the paint. Cunningham kicks to White. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge.
So a moment now to see the story on LaMarcus Aldridge. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Averaging about 27 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
You know what? Everything is coming so easy for him right now, operating on the highest level.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here's White. He has 5. He kicks to Cunningham. Aldridge misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And George, here we go. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
They double him with George. Gay dishes to White. To the inside. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Here's George. Good on the bucket. George has got 8 here in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And White kicks to Forbes. Got a piece of it. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. George has got the ball. Basket counts.
Oh, great ball movement there.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. The Spurs also changing it up. Jakob Poeltl comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Bertans in for Dante Cunningham. Free throw good, Paul George. Now here's White. He's got 5 to the middle. Wants to get it to Gay and does.
I like Rudy Gay on that play, being very aggressive and showing people how to get it done.
And there's George. That's good on the assist by Westbrook. 34 points for George.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And that one drops. And that's now 18 points for Gay.
He has still not missed a shot. Where would they be today without him?
To the paint. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
And it's Patterson finishing it off.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
The Spurs have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Diallo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for San Antonio. And both free throws good for White.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Nobody near George. The three-pointer no good. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. They double him with George. And White kicks to Poeltl. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Bertans. Good. Bertans got his first 2 points of the night.
He can be masterful in there, especially when there's no rim protection.
And George with the stuff.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Now here's White. He's got 9. Bertans passes to Poeltl. Now White. Patterson defending. Count that one. 20 points for Gay.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And it's Schroeder missing. The Spurs shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. And DeRozan kicks to Bertans. Gay against George. White left side. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Diallo. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4. San Antonio's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. It's stolen by Schroeder and out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season. Second, the Thunder.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Now here's White. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. DeRozan in the corner. Outside, White. Lets the 3 fly. Connects from three-point range. White's got 12 points in the game.
DeMar's a magnet for defensive attention. You see the overreaction leading to a wide-open man.
Gay against George. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Spurs ball.
And here's a shot chart now, getting a better perspective on where he's been shooting the ball from.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Alex Abrinas comes in for George. Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs. Mills comes in for Derek White. Wasted no time on that one. Schroeder's got his first 2 points.
Very quick into his pull-up. Schroeder doesn't leave the defender any time to recover.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
The Spurs have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Marco Bellinelli taking 2 shots.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma
Timeout.
City.
OKC, make some noise for your Thunder Girls.
With a moment, let's check out the stats for DeRozan. Just an incredible month of basketball. Putting up about 18 points per, 7 assists and 7 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. Oklahoma City's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And it's Schroeder missing.
Tough night for him shooting the basketball, but this team has been resilient. That's why they've held the lead. This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the night.
And Schroeder, undaunted inside, took the defense head on and made the tough shot.
Stolen by Grant. Schroeder, right side. Good on the bucket. Schroeder's got 6 points in the quarter.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
It's stolen by Schroeder. And he goes in for the dunk.
So difficult to stay in front of. Schroeder allowed to get all the way to the rim that time.
There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Mills looking it over. Passes it to Bellinelli. Back to Mills. No good with the triple.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
Man, they just keep coming at you. Can they sustain this level of energy for the rest of the night?
Well, as they fuel this lead, looks like the guys are feeding off the success. That keeps them going.
Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 3 assists in the game. It'll count. And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Oklahoma City. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you like and not like about how your team has played so far?
Too many turnovers, but I think we've got a decent pace.
Thanks for your time, Pop. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He ended up with 36 points, 4 steals, and 5 assists. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
That was the half of the super sub for them. A lot of offense coming off the bench, and that's such a luxury to have that kind of firepower available. There were times when the pace picked up when the second unit came into the game. And that's the best part, having a bunch of guys who's ready at the drop of a hat.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from George.
And the defense was soft in that first half, and he took advantage every chance he could, and boy, was he throwing it down hard.
I'm sure the D will improve from this point on, and because of that, he needs to up the ante in his attacks to the rim, too.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Now here's White, our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for San Antonio, Gay and Aldridge are up front. Then it's DeRozan, then it's White, and it's Forbes in at the 2.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And Rudy Gay, Greg, has always been a fantastic scorer since he came into the NBA.
And Gay doesn't do as much scoring as he once did, but he has become more efficient. Doesn't have plays ran for him, gets looks through his instinct, and as he's gotten older, Gay has become even more crafty with how he scores.
Really, a lack of focus coming out of the break. So far, they are 0 for 3.
And George gets it to go.
He's been unstoppable here late, trying to shut the door and turn the lights out.
The Spurs have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. And George, here we go. Count it. George has got 42 in the game.
A solid beginning to this second half offensively. 3 for 4 from the floor.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Finally. Now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 34 points.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
And White kicks to DeRozan. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Ferguson misses. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Here's White. Adams, some nice D.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And George gets it to go.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
DeRozan on the mark with the 15-footer. DeRozan's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Here's Westbrook. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Spurs have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Here's White. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. White's got 15 points.
I love great ball movement. DeRozan's the kind of guy you can trust to make the right decision.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Now, here's Gay. 22 points for him. Moves back up. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Got that one up quick. George has got 48.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's White. He's got 15. Pass to Gay. It's hauled in by Adams. The Thunder have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. George. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Nice move inside. Has the defender beat. Just fails to finish.
Forbes the pass to DeRozan from 15 feet away. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
I like the aggressiveness. What I don't like is the lack of efficiency. And you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
Thunder shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. And yep, another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. The three. And it's White missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's George. And another one falls.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Pass to DeRozan. From 13. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. That one good for 2. Westbrook's got 38 points.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They've got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Here is Forbes following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Here's White. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. White's got 8 points here in this quarter.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
And White with the block, but he gets it back. Westbrook finds Grant. Here's Adams. And at last, they get one to fall. Adams has got 7.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's White. He's got 20. Dishes to Aldridge. Lays it up and banks it in. Aldridge has got his first points in this one.
With the amount of moves Aldridge has inside as a defender, you never know what to take away.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
And just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot. Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Felton comes in for Terrence Ferguson. The Spurs also changing it up. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Gay. And it's Mills in for Bryn Forbes.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Westbrook. And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
And the Thunder making a change here. Abrinas is checked in to the left wing. Here's Patterson, and that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Felton has got 3 assists tonight. Here's Mills. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Gasol kicks to Mills. And there's the pass to Aldridge. And they double up DeRozan. Aldridge, the pass to Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
With authority, Pau Gasol turns up the aggressiveness. Always a good sign for this team.
Here's George. Lays it up off the glass. George has got 54 points.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
And Mills kicks to White. Aldridge against Patterson. Passes it to DeRozan. And the shot is good. DeRozan's got 6 points in the quarter.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's George. Buries it down low. Now Mills. Outside Aldridge. Spurs passing it around. DeRozan, that's good.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And it's Felton with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And the shot goes in. George has got 58.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
I like that they're trying to maximize the value of each possession, and you know their coach likes it. Still doing his part, but it hasn't been enough. They need some kind of spark.
Again, what an avalanche! 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. They double him with George. Mills finds Gasol. Now here's DeRozan. Adams defending, and it's DeRozan missing. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And George, here we go. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Felton has got 4 assists in the game. The Spurs shooting around 44% in this third quarter. Here's DeRozan, and the layup's good off the glass. DeRozan's got 12 points in just the second half.
The man is not timid. DeRozan's become one of the game's more prolific scorers, and he's showing it all tonight, attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Mills passes to Aldridge. Now Gasol. And here's Mills, stolen by George. 4-on-3 break. The 9-foot shot. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. And the Thunder with some changes. Diallo comes in for Adams. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Raymond Felton. San Antonio also making some changes. Pirtle, he's checked in for Gasol. Bertans comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Bellinelli in for White. George, no good on the free throw. Patterson, he makes the Johnny from the left block. Patterson's got 8 points.
The activity level from Patterson is what makes him such an impact on the floor.
1:52 left to play in the third. And Mills kicks to Bertans. Pass to Bellinelli. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Schroeder. Lays it up off the glass. 12 points for him.
He is so good going to the basket. Schroeder knows how to keep his man off balance.
Now here's Bellinelli. Tight defense on him. Inside. And it's DeRozan missing. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's George. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
San Antonio's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Stolen. And it's George finishing it off.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. To the paint, here's Bertans. Another shot. Back to Mills. Pass to Bertans. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Diallo. The Thunder shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Basket counts. 70 points for George.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
Now, here's Bellinelli. 10 points for him. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And nothing is falling for him right now. Here's George. And again.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. No good that time. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. It's the Thunder running away with it. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Luwawu. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Diallo. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's Nader in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Walker. After the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Bucket is good.
You know, he's not someone who spends a ton of time in the painted area, but Patty Mills looking comfortable on that one. Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for San Antonio. Kicks to Pirtle. Now the dish to Bellinelli. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
And he lays it straight in.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Walker kicks to Pirtle. He feeds it to Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Well, we're always talking now about the modern super teams, whether they're a good thing or they're bad for the game. But the counter is that we've always had super teams at one time or another. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think we've always had super teams, Kevin. You look back at the Lakers with Magic and Kareem and Worthy. Those is kind of like a big three. And you look at the Celtics back in the day with McHale, Bird, Parrish, those guys. I think right now what you're looking at is we haven't seen where MVPs go join other MVPs. That's where it's been the change right now. Now you're seeing the super teams. That's why I think it's changed.
Medu, he's checked in for the Spurs. And he's good on the second.
And you know, Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
It's stolen by Schroeder. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
1 shot, gentlemen.
That free throw good from Diallo. Steve, looking around the league, name a few current players who you think will go down as the greatest in their franchise's history.
Well, the one name that comes to mind first is LeBron James. In several franchises he's played for. Also, Dirk Nowitzki, reason why he's a fantastic player. He's only been with one franchise, the Dallas Mavericks. I think Steph Curry. I think Russell Westbrook. And I think James Harden. Obviously, in Houston, you have Akeem Olajuwon. He has a chance if he can win the MVP and keep playing at this level for several more years.
Good examples.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Reverses. Here's Patterson. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
Patterson is so active and efficient with his movements inside.
Spurs have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. There's the pass to Medu. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. The Thunder have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Here's Patterson, and that one's on target from the wing. Patterson's got 4 points this quarter.
Not a lot of forwards in the league are as comfortable from range as Patterson is.
Here's Mills. He kicks to Bellinelli. Passes it to Cunningham. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
Grant, he's checked in for Diallo.
Jeremy Grant.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Now here's Mills. Down low, here's Medu. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Now we can say it. He's a completely different shooter this half. Much more confidence, much more success.
Here's Mills. Patrick Patterson picking up that last bucket. Outside, Walker. On the wing, Bellinelli puts up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
There it is. Just lined it up and knocked it down. His first 3 of the half, second of the game.
Here's Schroeder. That shot off. So the Spurs will take it the other way. And Bellinelli kicks to Mills. Spurs passing it around. Pass to Walker. 5 on the clock. Shoots from 12. They get it again. Medu can't hit. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. And it's Schroeder missing.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
The 3 from Mills. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
It's good. Luwabu's got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Medu passes to Bellinelli. Kicks to Mills. 3-pointer. Drains the 3-pointer.
Another triple. And that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
Now, here's Grant. It's good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Mills with it. Pass to Bellinelli. Here's Medu. Back to Bellinelli. Now the pass to Walker. And finished off by Walker.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Cunningham kicks to Bellinelli. Pass to Medu. Now here's Mills. And Dante Cunningham gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Oklahoma City. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Luwawu. And it's Felton in for Dennis Schroeder. And San Antonio with the change here too. Pau Gasol is checked in for Medu. The Thunder shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. And easy 2 points on the layup.
This is what your spacing is designed to do. Find cracks in the defense.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Nader, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Nader's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Here's Grant. That one good for 2. Now here's Mills. When we look, Steve, at big stats like double-doubles, triple-doubles, are we becoming too enamored with that versus how it might affect winning?
No, I think we're always going to have those double-doubles and triple-doubles. I just think right now when you look at it, so many more possessions in games. That's why we're having guys average a triple-double or having more double-doubles. But you also give those guys credit. The game and those players, they're just better right now, and they're more equipped to be versatile. But I do think we still got to keep the emphasis on winning. When a guy can get a triple-double and wins,
versus in losses or double-doubles or any kind of stats. I think that should be a category of his own.
Count that one. Patterson's got 14 points here in the second half.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Up top, Walker. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Ferguson. Rebound, San Antonio. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Here's Ferguson, and the shot is good. Ferguson's got 4 points this quarter. Now Walker. To the inside, Mills. A second chance effort. That's tipped.
Just a great job of timing on the block from Patterson.
Rejected by Walker, and he gets it back. Count it, good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Three-pointer, and the 3-ball is good.
And you can see where they're attacking here in the 4th, strictly from the perimeter.
You know, plenty of teams, they try this strategy. Works when you're hot, but works against you when you're not.
Now here's Mills, following the shot by Patrick Patterson. Here's Bellinelli, lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Oh, easy put back. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. Poor defensive rebounding for them.
Ferguson's shot is good.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
Mills finds Gasol. Walker with it. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Shooting from San Antonio, Lonnie Walker. Taking 2 shots.
Two.
First one falls for him. Second free throw, no good. The Thunder shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Ferguson's shot is good.
Ferguson.
San Antonio's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Bellinelli with the 3. It's hauled in by Felton. Gasol against Adams. Rejected by Gasol.
And for his career among active players, Pau Gasol top 3 in block shots.
Here's Cunningham. That one no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Drive by Adams. Got that one up quick.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Oklahoma City.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with one left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for George.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays, and he did that tonight.
Now here's Adams. Here's Ferguson. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one. They have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Floats one, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Guys, what's your take?
Now, I'm not sure why you call a timeout this late. I mean, the game is more or less over.
I'm not questioning that either, but he clearly hasn't given up on this one quite yet.
The presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row, they turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Dante Cunningham gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yes, that goes in.
And this is the kind of deficit it would take a miracle to overcome.
I think this hometown crowd agrees with you. They are fired up about it.
Walker the pass to Gasol. To the middle. Here's Mills. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Finding the man who broke free. The great vision of Pau Gasol making that play happen.
Here's Abrinas. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And San Antonio called for the foul.
To the line to shoot 2 for the Thunder, Alex Abrinas.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Paul. I know it's a team game, but it looked like you really wanted to put your fingerprints on this game tonight. What's the mindset there?
I did. I wanted to start, the second half off with a lot of energy, and I wanted to make it a focus to myself that, I wouldn't let teams, take things away from me. So I just want to step it up and up it up a level.
Really involved in the game tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.